Alright everyone, this is going to be a full hotel tour and review of the Aloft here in Orlando near International Drive and SeaWorld. This is going to obviously be a full hotel tour and review of this property. So with that being said, let's go inside and explore the hotel and see if it's any good. So this is actually a dual brand hotel, and it's a pretty new hotel. It opened in 2020 or 2021. You can see that side right there is the Aloft side. But if we walk over here, you will see that this side of the property is not Aloft. It is that's right. This side right here is an Element by Westin. Now, unfortunately, the Element brand was not covered by the deal I got, so that is why I'm staying on the Aloft side, not the Element. And plus, given that Element is an extended stay brand, it would likely also be quite a bit more expensive than to just stay on the Aloft side. But with that being said, let's go inside. Of course, you got this very nice entrance overhang here. There are signs in the parking lot. You do have to pay to park here, unfortunately. But as you can see right over there, you got a really nice big sign that says Aloft. So let's go in. So when you walk in, you have a really nice sitting area, and you got the refuel shop with all the different snacks available. Over here, you have some more sitting areas, complete with a pool table, couple of nice couches with very nicely colored pillows, some tables and more couches there. Then over here you have a bar, and over here you got some booth tables, the pool table. And if we walk back over here are your lobby bathrooms. And back here, you have an ATM machine. And over here is a little mini convention center with some ballrooms. It's currently 8:30 at night when this is being filmed, so obviously they're all gonna be shut at this time of day. This is pretty much, I believe, where it ends here. So we'll head back over to the main lobby. So if we go to the left, you got some more sitting areas here. That's the little convenience store in the hotel, the refuel store that I was telling you about. Over there's the front desk. It's pretty tiny, as you can see. Then over here are some more seats. I have a really cool pillow that says POW. I like that. And if we walk out these doors over here, that will take us out to the pool area, as well as a little courtyard where you can sit down and chill at. And they have some complimentary grills you can use if you want to cook something here. Definitely pretty nice for those of us who like to go out and vacation but don't want to eat out every single meal. Over here is a look at the back of the hotel. There's the Element side of the property. Got a fire there. There's a little gathering going on. I'm going to try not to film those people. And then over here is the pool, which hopefully we can get in. It might be closed at this time of day. Oh, not closed actually. But over here is the pool. It's just a basic hotel pool. It's not super resort-like a lot of Orlando hotels are. I mean, this is just a typical basic hotel in terms of its layout and design, so that's not really too surprising. But it is decently sized and it looks relatively nice. You see how the water feels. Actually, not too chilly. Cool. And then over here is a little water play area that kids can enjoy while families stay here. And I believe it's either it's turned off or you have a timer to activate it. You also do have bathrooms by the pool, which is nice. Let's see if I can get this to open. So over here is the little water play area. I think this button turns it on. Yep. Got these little cannons here. Okay, and I see the buckets are working now, okay. Now it's working at its max now. Okay. Very nice. I know when I was a kid, I really loved those buckets and being dumped by the water from them. But with that said, I'm now going to head back out into the lobby area. If I can get myself out of here. There we go. So, with that said, we will now check out the fitness center, which the fitness center here is actually shared by both the Aloft and the Element. There are not two separate fitness centers here. Now, the Aloft itself does not offer complimentary breakfast. However, if you do stay here, you are more than welcome to have the complimentary breakfast that is being served in the lobby of the Element here, which, as you can see, this is the lobby for the Element. Definitely quite a change in decor from the Aloft. And right over there's the Element front desk. So over here, walking this way, that's the Element's elevators. And this is the fitness center, which is a pretty decent size considering the kind of hotel this is. Although it is a dual brand property, so it makes sense that it's a bit bigger. And it's a good thing that it is, because I've seen some hotels that are quite massive, but they have very tiny fitness centers, so they get filled pretty easily. There's me in the mirror, hello. Overall, seems like this place has everything together as far as design goes. It's definitely clear the architects who were designing this place did a really good job making it as sustainable as possible. And making it so the two brands can coexist in the same building pretty nicely. Of course, you got a wide variety of machines here. And you also have some towels and cups too. And I believe somewhere in here there is a place you can get a water. There's also a bathroom in here. Actually don't see a water machine. But at least you can go into the bathroom and get tap water if you have to. So, and with that being said, I think I've shown basically everything there is here. So, let's now head up to our room. And over here are the Aloft elevators. This is the lobby area we were in earlier. Let's head on up to 4.
More.
Getting off on the 4th floor. Over here is a view of the hallway. The hallways are definitely on the basic side, but they get the job done, and I've definitely seen uglier and less inviting hallways. Behind here is a service area. There's no direct access from the Aloft side to the Element on the upper floors. So, but anyways, we are now at our room. So now let's go inside and see what it's like. All right, we are here on the 4th floor of the Aloft Hotel in Orlando, near SeaWorld on International Drive. And this is going to be a full hotel tour, or a tour of my room here at the Aloft here at SeaWorld. So we are in room 404, and so with that being said, let's go inside and see how this room is. So, as you can see, we got wireless keys. There's a look at the key itself. Aloft Hotels. So let's go on in. So, when you first walk in, you got, your entry door with your emergency evacuation plan. You do not have a latch lock, but you do have this thing that folds out. And you do have your deadbolts, which... Oh, it's automatic. Okay, interesting. And then you have these tags. Instead of do not disturb, it says come back. Furry friend inside. That's kind of cool. So you have those tags instead of do not disturb. That's kind of interesting. I do like the unique touch of that. And over here, like I said, this is your emergency evacuation plan. Pause if you'd like to read. It's the address of the hotel. As you can see, this is the hallway for the area of the building we're in. There's the 2 elevators there. There's where our room is. And notice how, like, the building's kind of cut off here. This place actually is a dual brand property. The other side of the building is an Element by Westin property. Obviously, it's all one property, but like half of the hotel is Element and the other half is Aloft. And upon walking in, this room is a decent size, but I've only stayed in one other Aloft. I've stayed in plenty of Marriott and Starwood properties within my lifetime, but something I kind of forgot about these Aloft properties is you don't have like a full closed off bathroom area. You just have the sink, the tiny actual toilet area, the shower there. But as far as the wall between the sink and the actual bedroom area, you literally just got like this, like, it's not even a real wall. It's like a board of some sort. And then it doesn't even go all the way up to the ceiling. And I can literally put my hand right through there. And my hand's coming out to the other side where the actual bedroom area is. It's definitely unique. I'm not the biggest fan of the design, but it does look very nice here. And it's definitely functional, and it is stylish looking. But anyway, that's enough mumbling. Let's see how clean this room is and get into some more detail. So, if you look to the left, after you walk in, there is a big mirror. And who do you see in the mirror? Hey now. And right here, as I already stated, this is the bathroom area. This room does not have any drawers whatsoever, but you do have, what I meant to say is there's no dresser here, but you do have these 2 drawers here. This one's empty. This one has some dirty clothes in it, so I'm not going to open it. I pretty much just drove here right after work, so. And then obviously you can put whatever you want on top of that. And then over here, you have a safe with an empty storage area there. See if I can get the safe to open. Nothing's in it, so let's see if it works. Okay, let's try this again. And voila, works perfectly. And over here, you don't have an actual closet to store your clothes or hang them up, but you have this kind of bar here with a hanger rack on it. It almost kind of looks like something you would see at the gym to do pull-ups. It's very unique. But it works. I mean, you can definitely use it, but definitely very unusual compared to some other hotel rooms I've stayed in. And then on the back, you got this very nice artwork of an abandoned gas station. A little bit of an odd choice of artwork in a hotel room, but they actually managed to make it look pretty beautiful in here. And then over here is your sink area. The sink and everything in here looks brand new. This hotel did open like right before COVID, so this is a pretty new hotel. And you got some towels there. And you got a recycling bin / trash can, which is empty, as you can see. And you got some washcloths, tissues, a little cup, and then, once again, there is me in the mirror. Hello. And they do provide soap that you can use. That's the sink. Very tiny compared to other ones I've seen. It is a Kohler with a Moen faucet. And then over here is the actual shower. It is a walk-in shower. And it looks to be very, very clean. The shower head looks to be a little bit worn. And perhaps it could be cleaned a little better. But for the most part, this is spotless otherwise. And not completely, I lied. Looks like we got something there. Can't quite tell what that is, but it looks like there's like a little bit of something in the drain area. But beyond that, I mean, I can't really complain much here. There's a little mystery stain there. So, shower definitely could be cleaned a little better, but I've also seen far worse too. Let's see how the water pressure is. Seems to work pretty well. And then over here, on the other side of the sliding door, is the toilet area. And again, surrounding the toilet, you got that artwork of the abandoned gas station. And so far, the toilet itself looks to be pretty clean. Not too shabby. It is a Zern, according to that. Let's give it a flush. Okay, a lot more powerful than I expected. Almost like a traditional commercial toilet flush rather than a tank toilet flush. But yeah, definitely a powerful flush. So we will shut this door. Oh, I'm not seeing a lock anywhere for this door. This is a king room, and obviously I'm staying by myself, so it's not like that's really that big of a deal, but it would be really embarrassing if you were using the bathroom and someone just slid the door open, not knowing you were in here. And the door itself, the paint definitely looks to be a little bit worn on it, but overall, I'd still say this is pretty nice, and we're still passing overall here. So now we will get into the actual bedroom area, which straight ahead is a view of a parking lot and a construction site up ahead. Not a particularly appealing view, but that's not really the reason why you should book this hotel, and it isn't why I booked it. As you can see, on this window cover, you actually have a bunch of random numbers. I do not know why they decided to put all these numbers on or what they're supposed to symbolize, but it's definitely interesting. And if you move this around, you can shut the window, which I'm gonna do. And as standard with many Aloft properties, the windows in this room are ginormous. And this is an adjoining room. The next room over is a handicapped accessible room. Obviously, I didn't book that room, so we can't go in, but still figured that was worth noting. The switch for that light there. And over here, you got a really unique receptacle box with 3 receptacles around in a cube. Pretty neat. Then over here is a table with a boomerang logos all over it. Nice that they're trying to, bring some nostalgia of the 90s and the 2000s with this room. It's definitely clear that with this particular chain of hotels, millennials and younger people are definitely the intended demographic for this brand. Over here, you got a little welcome letter from the hotel. So I can get it. There we go. Pause if you'd like to read. There's some information about the hotel and the parking. And then over here is your in-room couch, which I do not believe this couch has a sofa bed in it, but we'll look. Yeah, it doesn't. I can't even pull the cushion up. It's actually it's like it's sewed into it. Looks pretty nice though, and it's definitely long enough where if you wanted to cram an additional person, assuming they're not too tall, you could. And now over here, we get to the fun part. The bed, the king-size bed. But before we get into that, there is also a fridge, which the fridge looks very modern. It's definitely, you can tell this place is brand new in every way imaginable. It is on, but I guess it has a power save mode that disables it if it's not being actively used in a while, because it doesn't feel that cold in there. And then up here you got a coffee machine with cups, coffee grinded, some sugar and sweeteners, cream, all that fun stuff. And over here is an LG flat screen TV, which I'll turn on. Not too long because I don't want to get a copyright claim. But let's see what comes on, or what it shows anyway. Huh, nice. It says, "My name, good evening, Julian." Like that. Alright, I'm gonna shut it off before I get a copyright claim. So now let's get into the bed. So over here on this side of the bed, you've got another switch that turns this light on and off. You got an old school radio. That's cool. 1962 Marshall. Not sure if this, I mean, it looks like it works, but I can't completely tell this if this is supposed to be like a decoration or, oh, there we go. Thing's a little temperamental, so I'm just gonna unplug it for now, but that's the radio. And over here is another look at the bed. So From what I can tell, at least on the outside, this bed looks to be pretty clean. The mattress feels very nice and cushy. Let's get a look at these pillows. This pillow looks good, feels good. We're passing so far. Not noticing any stains as of yet, so we're doing good. This one doesn't feel quite as firm and cushy as the other three pillows do. So let's see how it looks underneath this bed. Okay. Looks almost like a brand new bed. I mean, it's reasonably new. I mean, this is a pretty new hotel, but... Alright. Yeah, not disappointed at all. You can definitely tell this place is on top of it when it comes to cleaning. Let's check the other side before I praise this bed too much, or this hotel too much. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, I like it. Let's get these pillows back in place. I like it. So there you have it. And also over here you have this lamp right beside the bed. Very modern look to it, very unique design. And you have a little pen with a very skinny and small notepad. And over here is your in-room household phone. And in here is the Bible and the Book of Mormon. And I think that's pretty much it to this room. So with that all being said, what did you guys think of this room? Personally, I think this is a pretty nice room. I do like the decor and all of the design touches in here. I do personally, in hotel rooms, I do prefer a completely closed off bathroom. And I do think that they need to add locks for these actual toilet area doors, just for the sake of privacy. And the shower definitely could be a little cleaner. That's really the one knock I'll give this room in regards to cleanliness. But overall, though, the staff here seem to be on top of it, and this seems to be a pretty nice hotel, as are most Marriott properties. It's definitely clear that this place is meeting the Marriott standard very well, and that the staff here definitely care about what they do here. And again, the decor of the room is really nice, and it feels very hip, and like they're definitely trying to cater to the younger crowd here. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my full hotel tour and review of the Aloft iDrive SeaWorld here in Orlando, Florida. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this place. And with that being said, that'll be it.